Morning. We're gonna try and mop up and finish the axe today. So, I want to show you something that I'm doing right now. Show you the wedge. I set the wedge last night and glued it. Just got done cutting it off and filing it off. I'll show you. We'll sand it off outside because I got one little thing to do. If you look down the cheeks, and actually my wife pointed this out to me last night, my handle's a little wider than the axe head, right below the axe head. Now this isn't going to be a split axe, so it really wouldn't matter. But also that material that's there doesn't matter either. It's not adding strength. So what we're going to do, I scribed a line down the axe head, took some measurements, and taking that extra material off. And what I'm trying to do before I go outside is and just kind of hit it with the sander quick or the grinder, because the finish is so nice on it. I'm trying to get rid of some of the material, the bulk of the material, before I go outside. So what I'm just doing now is I got a low angle jack plane, and I'm just taking some of the material off, making sure I go down grain so I don't get any bad tear out or anything like that. This gets rid of the material kind of in a nice smooth fashion, so that it keeps the axe nice and smooth here, so it's not going to be a lot of cleanup. When I get down close to that line, I'll stop, and the rest of it will just be sanding and kind of shaping it back around again. And this plane will actually ride along. You know, this doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be lower. Getting real close right now. You can use the plane to check it as a reference surface. Use this side. Now I'm going to do the other side. And also, it's kind of tapering it to the axe head too. So right now I'm pretty much lower than the axe head all the way across right now. So that got rid of all that material, and it kind of tapered it to the axe head shape. Make sure right there. It looks really good. So that doesn't take very long to do it this way. I'm going to do the other side too, so you can see what that did there. So it tapered it down and put it at the angle of the axe head. And I'll do the other side too. The grain on the other side. Grain on the other side is going this way down into the axe, so I want to plane it. I want to plane it this way as opposed to the way I was going in the last one, so I might have to adjust the view here, but and this is a good example of the holding thing that we were talking about. You don't want to end up in this situation where you're going to hold the axe like this. The order of operations, so do some on this side just to get rid of the bulk of it. Try not to slam my A2 iron into my axe head, so I'll stop just short. I got a pretty good way to go on this side, probably a solid 1/4 of an inch. Probably going to just get set a little deeper here. Anything I do is going to have to be blended in. So I don't want to create a huge flat spot here that I have to blend. But in case I do pull a log with it and I want to split it, it's important to have this no thicker than the axe head. It's going really fast. I'm about 1/8 of an inch above it right now. Just gonna make sure that I don't smash the iron into also doing it this way. I'm not creating any lines, any scratches in it to take out. It's really close. One thing that you could do here would be to take like a piece of tape or something and build up the front side of the axe so the plane, as it comes up, it rides up so that the iron would pull out. But I'm really close now. Only took really a few seconds to thin it down. And this side's really good. This side's like pretty flush. This side's still a little fat right here, but I'm afraid going in that direction. Well, I can probably hit that a little more. That's the other side. And we get rid of as much as we can before we have to go to a sander. And then we'll just sand it back kind of round. It's nice and smooth. It's smoother than the sanding job. It was plain. So, like I said, the goal here is to take off as much material. Oh, I did hit that. Did hit that with the iron there. Good part is this A2 iron. So now I can just sand back in the round profile. I can just sand back in the round profile and be good. So, actually going to go outside and finish sanding it, then we're going to burn it. So, I'll put you guys on pause and head outside. All right, we're back. And so I threw some 80 grit on, and I'll put 120 on in a second, but let's just get the rest of the material off with the 80 grit. And we'll do the top with the 80 grit too, really quick. Get it round again. And then we'll burn it and 20 grit on. Just grab some. So you can see how the head's thinned down, or the neck's thinned down. It is past the axe head, it's past the scribe lines. You can see it like that. So the head's at least bigger than the handle, so it can split. And we'll just feel real quick. Anything crazy there? Now it's nice and smooth. It's one of the advantages to using the plane to get rid of the material, is that it creates a surface that's smoother than the sandpaper, so I'm not really having to work backwards from the grinder. Just smooth it out a little bit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to burn the handle. I'll go grab my torch, put you guys on pause. All right, we're back. Pretty close to the grand finale here. We're going to burn the handle. So that's what the top looks like now. I took it down just a little bit proud of flush there. And you can see how we tapered down near the axe head, so that if you do split, the handle's not running into the wood. And we'll go ahead and torch this thing. Up right here because my torch is getting a little low on fuel. If it runs out of fuel, I'll pause you and go grab another bottle inside. Just going to seal the wood grain. I'm going to pause you 1 second, and I'm going to zoom you in. Might be a good view to zoom in on. Keep it right there so you can see, kind of see the grains changing as it goes here. You can see the medullary rays on this side. zoom in. Looks a little light right there. I'm going to hit that a little more. You can see it through the camera. It's not that bad, but zoom you back out, take a look at it. So here's the, now instead of sanding this, just work this in with my glove like this and kind of even it out, any of the charred stuff. Hey Bill. All right, I'm gonna pause you guys and we're gonna go back inside. We're gonna grind an edge on it. All right, back inside. We're gonna grind an edge on it. Get the grinder set. First thing I'm gonna do is glue up the bevel just a little bit. Make sure I'm hitting right in the middle of the bevel. Hi, Denny. Let's see where we are first. All right, we gotta go steeper. If you can see where that's hitting right there, it's still a teeny bit steeper than that. Oh man. Oh, whoops. Pull my belt off my pulley. Tighten that up a little bit. All right, let's go. So you can see that mark there, right in front of my thumb. Pretty much right dead center of the bevel. So that's good. Make sure I'm not going to hit the camera. Put you guys back like this just a little bit. Go ahead and grind this edge. That's good. I dinged my handle with the wheel. Can I fix that other side? This is like razor sharp right now too. I'm gonna go over to, I'm gonna have to friggin' sand that out. Unbelievable. Does not need anything. I will probably just hone that just to get rid of the burr, but that is like a razor blade right now. I'm gonna do my other small axe while I'm here, since I got the angle set. Alright, I am going to pause you guys one more time. We'll go outside and we'll put some boiled linseed oil on that and be done. Alright, we're back. So first thing I'm going to do is fix my little ding where I hit the handle right here. I just got to sand that smooth. Just going to have to live with the fact that it's not perfect. So you can see right here I hit it with the coarse wheel. Put a ding in it. Just going to sand that out. blended it on both sides. Burn it real quick. Actually, kind of gives me a place for my hand right there. Actually, doesn't feel bad, but you can see I took it out. It was right there. Boil linseed it up, hopefully. There's some in this old one here, hopefully. I'm going to use it up and get rid of this can. This is old boiled linseed oil. I have for a long time. See the edge on it. Brand new edge on it, and that is sharp, sharp, sharp. That CBM wheel does a great job. You don't need to use a CBM wheel, but it makes it so that I don't have to really do anything else. I could hit it with a stone and make it like a razor blade, but it's a work axe, so there's no need to go sharper than I did. Let's see if it's in here. Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, so that one's junk. Go with newer linseed oil. I'll have to retreat it a few times. For the end grain. And we'll get you a close-up view, and we'll let that thing dry up out here while I go inside and get myself ready for the day. See the medullary rays in the back there. Medullary rays in the front. Yeah, so that's it for now. Came out nice, job well done. Restored, fixed, sharp, ready to go back to work. So for those of you that hung on through, I think this is video 7, through the 7 videos. I appreciate the watch, and if you guys have any questions, concerns, whatever, I will just kind of throw an Arkansas stone over that edge just to get rid of the burr, and after it dries a little bit so I can kind of pick it up. And it's one way to do it, not the only way to do it, but one way to do it. Came out really nice too. So it's back in the truck, back fixed, and see you guys on the next one. Pirate Solutions out.